Most Americans feel broke, even those who have jobs. Even those who earn a decent income. And that sounds confusing at first. Because if people are earning money, why do they still feel like they have none? The answer is not simple. But once you understand it, you'll start seeing the same pattern everywhere. Let's start with the biggest expense. Rent. In many cities across the United States, rent has increased dramatically. People are now spending 30%, 40%, even 50% of their income just to have a place to live. Think about that for a second. Half of your money, gone. Before you even buy food. Before you pay any bills. Before you save anything. And that's where the pressure begins. Because once rent takes such a big portion, everything else becomes harder to manage. Now let's talk about food. Groceries are not cheap anymore. Prices have been rising steadily. Basic items cost more than they did just a few years ago. Milk, eggs, bread, even simple things are getting expensive. So people start cutting back. They buy less. They try to save where they can. But the problem is, there's only so much you can cut. You still need to eat. Now add transportation. Gas prices go up. Public transport costs money. Car maintenance is expensive. Everything required to just go to work costs money. Then come the bills. Electricity, internet, phone, insurance, healthcare. Each one may not seem too big on its own. But together, they become overwhelming. And by the time all these expenses are paid, there's almost nothing left. That's why many people say, I earn money, but I don't feel rich. Because earning money is one thing. Keeping it is another. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. Some people try to fix this problem by working more. They take a second job. They work longer hours. They hustle harder. And for a moment, it seems like things might improve. More income should solve the problem, right? But often, it doesn't. Because as income increases, expenses keep rising too. Rent goes up. Prices go up. Lifestyle costs go up. So even though people are working more, they don't feel much difference. And this creates a frustrating cycle. Work more, earn more, spend more, repeat. And slowly, people start feeling stuck. Not because they are lazy. Not because they don't work hard. But because the system itself is becoming more expensive. Now let's talk about saving. In the past, saving money was considered normal. People would put aside a portion of their income every month. Build an emergency fund. Plan for the future. But today, that has become much harder. Because after paying all expenses, there's very little left to save. And without savings, even a small emergency becomes a big problem. A medical bill, a car repair, unexpected expense. Any of these can push someone into debt. And once debt starts, it becomes another burden. Now part of your income goes into paying interest, which makes saving even harder. This is why many people feel like they are falling behind. Even if they are doing everything right. Working, earning, trying to save, but still struggling. Now let's look at the bigger picture. This is not just about individuals. It's about the overall cost of living. When the cost of living rises faster than income, people feel pressure, even if technically they are earning more. Because what matters is not just how much you earn, but how much you can keep. And right now, for many people, that number is shrinking. Now here's something important. This situation also affects mental health. Constant financial stress, worrying about bills, thinking about money all the time. It creates anxiety. And when people feel stressed, it affects their decisions. They may avoid risks. They may stop investing. They may focus only on survival, which slows down progress even more. So it becomes not just a financial problem, but a psychological one, and that makes it even harder to escape. Now here's the big question. Is this going to get better? Or worse? The truth is, it depends on many factors. Wages, inflation, housing costs, policies, all of these play a role. But one thing is clear. If costs continue to rise faster than income, more people will feel this pressure. More people will feel broke, even if they are working harder than ever. And that's what makes this problem so important. Because it's not just about money. It's about how people live, how they plan their future, how they feel about their life. So the next time someone says, people just need to work harder, remember this. Many people are already working hard. Some are working 2 jobs. Some are doing everything they can. And yet, they still feel stuck. Which brings us to one final question. If working harder isn't enough anymore, then what actually needs to change?